Join us for our first full day in Copenhagen, where we clear our COVID testing hurdle for our cruise, encounter Vikings at the National Museum of Denmark, and help Tivoli Gardens celebrate its 179th birthday. Day 2 of our short Copenhagen stay started with one big need to do before a day packed with nice to-dos. After our morning routine, we were off to our first and most important destination for the day, an appointment at a downtown clinic for all 3 of us to get tested for COVID. So we did our homework and found a great little clinic near the largest public square in Copenhagen, right at the end of Strøget, the famous pedestrian street. No lines and friendly staff meant we were in and out in less than half an hour, leaving us ready for breakfast. Copenhagen being Copenhagen, there always seems to be just the sort of place you're looking for right around every corner. Or in this case, right down the street, where we found Fars Dreng, which means father's son in Danish. But for this father, mother, and son, we were thrilled with the clean and fresh setting and great breakfast choices. For less than $7 each, we enjoyed morgenmad, Danish for breakfast, that set us up perfectly for the day ahead. After a quick spot of shopping on Strøget, we hit one of our priorities for this visit, the National Museum of Denmark and its popular Viking exhibition. The museum is the largest and most comprehensive museum in Denmark, and it contains a wide range of art and artifacts. But the items related to early Scandinavian history, such as the rune stones and the Viking Age, draw more than 1 million visitors a year and are well worth the time. The Viking exhibition is divided into 2 parts: the world of Vikings, which covers the everyday lives of people of the era, including their spiritual beliefs, and an exploration of a Viking raid. Anyone interested in the stories of Thor and his mighty hammer, and Odin and Loki and Freya, will find lots here to seize their fascination. In terms of more Disney for your dollar, this is definitely the spot for the Marvel fan and your family. We were particularly interested in this metalworker's mold. The artisan could make both Mjolnir, for followers of the Old Norse gods. At the same time, he or she made a cross for the followers of the new Christian religion. No trip to a museum for our family would be complete without a visit to the gift shop, where there is a wide selection of books about the Vikings and their world for all ages, and a really broad selection of other tasteful gifts and keepsakes. As you might expect, our brush with the Vikings made us ready for our own feast, so we headed to one of our favorite restaurants in Copenhagen called Puck, which is only a 10-minute walk from the museum. The service here is always excellent and the food never disappoints. Puck's småbrød is always fresh and creative, so you cannot go wrong, especially sitting outside on another sweltering day. The fountain came in handy. Recharged, we set our sights on, where else? Tivoli Gardens, which was celebrating its 179th birthday that day. We are at Tivoli Gardens. We have an unlimited ride pass, which means unlimited fun. We have vouchers for free cream puffs. There's fireworks tonight, and we have a list of rides. But we're going to take this one. Come along with us. Tivoli is famous for its rides, of course, but it's also just a wonderful place to walk around and shop and sit and relax over a drink, especially since we are not yet at 100% of our energy after a long travel day. But we could hardly visit Tivoli on its birthday and skip a ride, so Kai and I headed to the Little Dragon Carousel, which is made up of 24 dragon-shaped carriages that could carry us both. The carriages are special because children can control their height, raising them up and down as the carousel goes round and round just by pulling a lever. After a turn at doing one of my favorite things at Tivoli, playing the amusement park games, we headed back to our hotel, taking a lovely, relaxing walk along the harbor in the late afternoon heat. By then, we were ready for dinner and chose to try out the Tivoli Brasserie located in the hotel. To be honest, we were not impressed by the service or the food. It didn't even feel like we were in Denmark, where good service and great food are the norm. It was definitely a disappointment. But what was consistently solid was the pool, where Kai and I headed for our own aquatic nightcap before calling it a day. So we were ready for a good night's sleep and another full day in Copenhagen.